Something doesn't add up. The biggest tech companies on Earth are spending hundreds of billions of dollars on artificial intelligence. Not millions, not tens of billions, hundreds. And somehow, investors keep rewarding them for spending even more. If this were almost any other industry, people would call it reckless. But with AI, everyone calls it the future. So here's the question. If AI is truly the next industrial revolution, why are some of the smartest investors quietly warning that we might be watching another bubble? And more importantly, if it is a bubble, who's actually making the money? Most people think the AI boom exists because AI suddenly became incredibly profitable. That sounds reasonable, except that's not actually what's happening. Many of today's most popular AI products still cost enormous amounts of money to build and operate. Some companies are spending billions developing AI while still searching for a business model that consistently makes money. So if profits aren't driving this race, what is? To answer that, we need to go back to California in 1848 when gold was discovered. Thousands of people rushed west believing they'd strike rich. Some did. Most didn't. But there was one group that almost always made money: the people selling the shovels. They didn't need to find gold, they just needed everyone else to believe there was gold. History has a funny habit of changing its clothes while telling the same story. Today, replace gold with AI, and replace shovels with computer chips, cloud servers, and data centers. Suddenly, the picture starts looking familiar. Every major company now feels pressure to mention AI. Investors expect it, customers expect it. Even businesses that barely need AI are racing to add AI features because nobody wants to look like they're falling behind. It's almost become a marketing requirement, like putting premium on a product and hoping nobody asks what makes it premium. But here's the strange part. If everyone is buying shovels, who exactly is digging up the gold? Training modern AI models isn't cheap. It requires thousands of advanced chips, enormous data centers, huge amounts of electricity, cooling systems, networking equipment, and cloud infrastructure. Every chatbot, image generator, and AI assistant relies on this invisible machinery. Think of AI like electricity. You see the light bulb, but you don't see the power station behind it. And building those power stations costs unimaginable amounts of money. Companies are competing to build bigger models, faster models, and smarter models because nobody wants to be left behind, even though nobody knows exactly where the finish line is. It's like watching people sprint toward a destination that's still being drawn on the map. Here's where the story changes. The biggest winners right now aren't necessarily the companies creating AI apps. They're often the companies supplying the infrastructure, the chip manufacturers, the cloud providers, the networking companies. Imagine opening a restaurant. You might become successful, or you might fail. But the companies selling ovens to every restaurant owner, they're making money either way. That's why some infrastructure companies have exploded in value. They're selling the tools everyone else needs, whether the final AI products succeed or not. But every technological boom has another ingredient: expectations. During the dot-com era, people weren't wrong about the internet. The internet really did change the world. They were simply too optimistic, too early, and convinced that every internet company would become the next giant. Most didn't. The same question hangs over AI today. AI will almost certainly transform industries like healthcare, education, finance, and software. But does that automatically mean every company spending billions today will eventually justify those investments? Nobody knows. And uncertainty is exactly where bubbles often begin. Markets don't just price reality, they price hope. Sometimes they price far too much hope. This isn't just a story about technology. It's a story about human psychology. Nobody wants to miss the next big thing. Nobody wants to be the investor who ignored AI or the CEO who dismissed it while competitors raced ahead. Fear of missing out is one of the most powerful forces in financial history. Sometimes it's even stronger than logic. We've seen this before. Railroads changed the world. Electricity changed the world. The internet changed the world. Each created enormous wealth. Each also created speculation, unrealistic expectations, and companies that vanished almost as quickly as they appeared. The technology survived. The hype didn't. So, is AI a bubble? Maybe, maybe not. History rarely repeats itself exactly, but it often rhymes. The real question isn't whether AI will matter, it almost certainly will. The question is whether today's expectations have become larger than tomorrow's reality. Because when people stop asking, how much is this actually worth, and start asking, what if I miss out, markets can become very strange places. The companies building today's AI revolution may shape the future, or they might simply be laying the foundation for someone else to profit from it. Either way, the biggest story might not be the AI itself. It might be what people are willing to believe about it. So, the next time you hear another company announce its latest AI breakthrough, don't just ask what they're building. Ask who benefits if everyone believes the AI race is only just beginning. Because sometimes the biggest fortunes aren't made by finding the gold, they're made by selling the shovels.